The unexpected passing of a 71-year-old man in his sleep left his loved ones in disbelief. He had appeared healthy and vibrant the previous day, with no indications of underlying health issues. His evening was typical, mirroring countless others, yet he never woke up the following morning. This raises the crucial question: what could have caused this, and could it have been prevented? The truth is that individuals over 70 may unknowingly engage in bedtime practices that subtly jeopardize their well-being, elevating their susceptibility to critical health episodes such as strokes, cardiac arrests, and even abrupt demise. Alarmingly, a significant portion of the population remains unaware of these potential risks. This information addresses 4 nocturnal habits that should be avoided by those over 70. While seemingly insignificant, these routines can exert a considerable impact on one's health and longevity. Some of these habits may be surprising, while others may have been ingrained for years without a second thought. By the conclusion, you will possess the understanding necessary to safeguard yourself, enhance your sleep quality, and experience revitalized mornings. Remain engaged until the very end, as the final habit is commonly practiced by seniors without realizing the potential danger it poses. Furthermore, you will discover safer and healthier alternatives to ensure a more restful night's sleep. First, avoid consuming substantial meals late in the evening. A prevalent yet perilous bedtime habit among individuals over 70 is the consumption of heavy meals shortly before retiring for the night. While it may appear innocuous, especially if it has been a long-standing practice, the body's ability to process food changes as we age. The timing and composition of your pre-sleep meal can significantly influence sleep quality, cardiac health, and the likelihood of sudden nighttime complications. Consider how your body managed late-night, large dinners when you were younger, compared to now, past the age of 70. Metabolism slows down, the digestive system operates less efficiently, and the body requires more time to break down food. This can result in acid reflux, disrupted sleep patterns, and elevated blood pressure, all of which are associated with a heightened risk of heart attacks and strokes during sleep. If you have ever experienced nighttime heartburn, discomfort, or a racing heart, your late-night eating habits could be the cause. When a large meal is consumed just before bed, the body shifts its focus from deep, restorative sleep to digestion. The stomach generates acid, the intestines work excessively, and the heart rate remains elevated instead of decreasing. This cascade of events disrupts sleep, increasing the likelihood of sudden cardiovascular episodes. For instance, indulging in a late-night snack, such as a heavy pasta dish or a greasy burger, may provide immediate satisfaction, but can create problems as you lie down. The body struggles to keep stomach acid contained, which may lead to acid creeping into the esophagus and causing discomfort, coughing, or even choking sensations that disrupt sleep. Over time, persistent acid reflux, or GERD, can weaken the throat and airway muscles, increasing the risk of aspiration pneumonia, a severe lung infection that can be fatal for seniors. In addition, consuming food late at night can cause spikes in blood sugar levels, posing a greater health risk for those with diabetes or prediabetes. Adopting specific lifestyle adjustments can significantly enhance well-being as individuals age. Let's explore some common practices that might need reconsideration to promote healthier living. A prevalent habit to examine involves late-night eating. While occasionally indulging in a bedtime snack may seem harmless, consistently eating close to bedtime can disrupt the body's glucose regulation. This disruption can make it more challenging for the body to maintain stable blood sugar levels during sleep. Research suggests that older adults who regularly consume meals late at night face an elevated risk of developing metabolic disorders. These disorders can subsequently contribute to cardiovascular complications. To mitigate these risks, Consider modifying your eating schedule. Aim to finish your final meal at least 3 to 4 hours before retiring for the night. This allows sufficient time for the digestive system to process the food before you lie down. If a pre-bedtime snack is necessary, opt for something easily digestible, such as a small portion of nuts, a piece of fruit, or a cup of herbal tea. These choices can facilitate better sleep quality without burdening your digestive system unnecessarily. Remember that the body's functionality changes over time. By making a straightforward adjustment to your eating habits, you can considerably reduce the likelihood of nighttime health problems, improve sleep quality, and provide your body with the rest it needs. Another area to consider is fluid intake before bed. While adequate hydration is essential, excessive fluid consumption, particularly in the hours leading up to bedtime, can present challenges as you age. For individuals over 70 who frequently wake up during the night to urinate, it may be prudent to reassess their evening fluid intake. The ramifications of this habit extend beyond disrupted sleep. It can also increase the risk of falls, cardiovascular issues, and even cognitive decline over the long term. As individuals age, the bladder's capacity to hold urine for extended periods diminishes. Bladder muscles weaken, and the kidneys continue to filter fluids throughout the night. Moreover, the body's sensitivity to even small amounts of fluid increases. Therefore, consuming a large glass of water, tea, or juice before bed significantly raises the likelihood of nighttime awakenings due to an urgent need to urinate. While this may seem like a minor inconvenience, the potential consequences can be substantial. Imagine waking up suddenly in the middle of the night with a full bladder. Upon attempting to get out of bed quickly, your blood pressure may not have had sufficient time to adjust. This can lead to postural hypotension, a sudden drop in blood pressure upon standing, causing dizziness, lightheadedness, and even fainting. Many older adults experience this without realizing it, making it a common cause of dangerous nighttime falls. A seemingly simple trip to the bathroom can unfortunately result in severe injuries, such as fractures, head trauma, or worse. Frequent nighttime urination, also known as nocturia, can severely disrupt the sleep cycle. Each time you wake up and turn on the light, your brain perceives it as morning, disrupting the natural production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for deep, restorative sleep. Over time, compromised sleep quality can weaken the immune system, elevate blood pressure, and accelerate cognitive decline. Research has linked frequent nighttime awakenings in older adults to a higher risk of developing dementia and other memory-related conditions due to chronic sleep disruption. However, maintaining hydration remains crucial. Instead of eliminating fluids altogether, try adjusting your intake schedule. Consume the majority of your fluids earlier in the day and gradually reduce intake as the afternoon progresses. If you feel thirsty in the evening, take small sips. Consuming a full glass of water all at once can also trigger nocturnal awakenings. Furthermore, if you consume caffeinated drinks like coffee or tea in the late afternoon, understand that caffeine is a diuretic. This means it boosts urine production, exacerbating the issue. Another helpful tip is to be mindful of hidden liquid sources in your diet. Soups, fruits that are high in water content, and certain medications might lead to fluid retention, which in turn can heighten the likelihood of nighttime awakenings. By implementing subtle yet purposeful adjustments, you can considerably enhance the quality of your sleep, decrease the chances of nighttime falls, and bolster your overall well-being in the long run. Let's delve into another significant factor: sleeping in a room that's too warm. While a cozy, warm bedroom might seem appealing, especially for those over 70, maintaining an overly warm environment during the night can pose silent risks to your health. A common mistake among seniors is raising the thermostat or using heavy blankets, believing it will promote better sleep. However, Research shows that sleeping in a room that is too warm can elevate the risk of heart issues, dehydration, and compromise sleep quality, often without you even realizing it. As we age, our body's ability to regulate temperature becomes less efficient. The capacity to sweat and release heat diminishes, making it easier for the body temperature to rise excessively, especially during sleep. When the body overheats, the heart must exert more effort to cool you down, placing undue stress on the cardiovascular system. This can be particularly hazardous for older adults with pre-existing heart conditions, high blood pressure, or circulation problems. Consider instances where you may have woken up feeling sweaty, restless, or slightly out of breath in the middle of the night. That's your body striving to regulate heat. Studies indicate that sleeping in a warm room heightens the probability of dehydration. Even mild dehydration during the night can cause the blood to thicken, increasing the potential for blood clots, heart attacks, and strokes, particularly in the elderly. Consider Frank, a 74-year-old retiree who enjoys reading before going to sleep. He keeps his bedroom at a comfortable 75 degrees and uses thick blankets to stay warm. Night after night, he tosses and turns, wakes up drenched in sweat, and feels groggy the next day. Frank doesn't realize that his warm, sleeping environment is disrupting his body's natural sleep cycle, preventing him from achieving the deep, restorative sleep needed for optimal health. A cooler room encourages improved sleep by facilitating the body's natural process of lowering its core temperature. This process is vital for deep sleep, which is crucial for memory consolidation, strengthening the immune system, and promoting longevity. Seniors who consistently sleep in a cooler setting often report feeling more refreshed, energized, and mentally alert upon waking. So what is the ideal sleeping temperature? Experts advise maintaining your bedroom temperature between 60 and 67 degrees Celsius for the best sleep quality. If this feels too cold, try layering with breathable cotton blankets instead of heavy synthetic ones, which can trap heat. Wearing light, moisture-wicking sleepwear can also aid in regulating body temperature throughout the night. An additional simple strategy is to open a window for ventilation, encouraging a cooler environment. Maintaining a cool bedroom environment is crucial for well-being, particularly as we age. Stale, warm air can negatively impact sleep quality and overall health. To enhance air circulation, consider opening a window to introduce a breeze or employing a small fan. This simple step not only aids in cooling the room, but also significantly improves air quality, diminishing the likelihood of respiratory problems that can disrupt sleep patterns. This seemingly insignificant adjustment to your sleep environment can yield substantial improvements in your overall health. By ensuring a consistently cool bedroom, you reduce the risk of cardiovascular strain, promote deeper, more restorative sleep, and awaken feeling refreshed, all while avoiding the dangers of overheating. Beyond environmental factors, let's examine a bedtime practice that poses a considerable risk to older adults, yet many engage in it unknowingly each night. This often overlooked aspect is sleeping posture. Most people give little thought to how they position themselves in bed, assuming that comfort is the sole determinant of a good night's rest. However, after the age of 70, your chosen sleeping position can exert a much more profound influence on your health than you might imagine. An incorrect sleeping posture can contribute to a range of issues, including breathing difficulties, compromised circulation, and even an elevated risk of heart failure or stroke. Disturbingly, numerous older individuals inadvertently adopt sleeping positions that place undue stress on their bodies night after night. As we age, the body undergoes natural changes, including diminished muscle tone, reduced lung function, and impaired circulation. Sustained periods in an improper sleeping position can restrict airflow, lower oxygen levels, and exert pressure on vital blood vessels, impeding the body's ability to function optimally during sleep. This can manifest in various ways, from snoring and sleep apnea to more serious conditions such as nighttime heart strain. For example, while sleeping flat on your back may seem comfortable, it can be one of the riskiest positions, particularly for older adults. In this position, gravity causes the tongue and soft tissues of the throat to relax and fall backward, partially obstructing the airway. This can lead to obstructive sleep apnea, a condition characterized by repeated interruptions in breathing during sleep. Many individuals are unaware that they suffer from sleep apnea, yet it can significantly increase the risk of heart disease, elevated blood pressure, and even sudden cardiac arrest. Consider the case of Robert, a 76-year-old who habitually slept on his back. His wife noticed that he would occasionally stop breathing for several seconds during the night before gasping for air. Initially, he dismissed it as a normal part of aging. However, over time, he began to experience persistent fatigue, headaches, and difficulty concentrating during the day. Upon consulting his doctor, he discovered that his sleeping position was contributing to undiagnosed sleep apnea, placing considerable strain on his heart each night. Even in the absence of sleep apnea, sleeping in an incorrect posture can negatively impact circulation. Studies suggest that sleeping on your right side can place additional pressure on the heart, hindering efficient blood circulation. This is particularly concerning for older adults with pre-existing heart conditions, as it can contribute to fluid accumulation in the lungs and legs, potentially leading to congestive heart failure. So what constitutes the optimal sleeping position for individuals over 70? Experts generally recommend sleeping on your left side whenever possible. This position promotes improved circulation, allows the heart to pump blood more efficiently, and even aids in digestion. For those prone to acid reflux or heartburn, sleeping on the left side can help prevent stomach acid from flowing back into the esophagus, reducing discomfort and promoting better sleep quality. If maintaining a side sleeping position proves challenging, consider using a body pillow for support and stability. Preventing yourself from turning onto your back and slightly raising your head using a supportive pillow can aid in maintaining open airways. This reduces the likelihood of breathing disturbances. Moreover, if you are experiencing discomfort or rigidity in your joints, placing a pillow between your knees can support spinal alignment and alleviate pressure on your lower back. This straightforward alteration to your sleeping posture can significantly influence your overall well-being. By assuring your body is in an ideal position for circulation, respiration, and cardiac function, you can diminish the potential for nocturnal health problems and awaken feeling more invigorated and revitalized. If you are still watching this video and appreciate these insights, kindly indicate by commenting number 4 below so I know you are here. Furthermore, if you haven't already subscribed, I highly recommend doing so and activating the notification bell. This way, you won't overlook any future videos. Your backing enables us to persist in crafting valuable content to educate and motivate you. Now let's proceed to the concluding thoughts. We have examined 4 evening practices that might appear inconsequential but could pose a threat to your health. These include consuming food late in the evening, consuming excessive liquids before bedtime, sustaining an overly warm room temperature, and adopting an inappropriate sleeping position. Each of these behaviors can subtly impact your cardiovascular system, sleep quality, and comprehensive health. The encouraging news is that these patterns are not immutable. By implementing minor modifications to your nightly regimen, you can enhance your sleep, lessen your susceptibility to critical health issues, and awaken each morning feeling more robust. Now take a moment to contemplate which of these customs you identify within your own routine. Do you discover yourself waking up regularly during the night? Have you ever experienced restlessness or overheating while asleep? Perhaps you have been sleeping on your back for an extended period without realizing the implications. Regardless, the crucial aspect is recognition. Upon acknowledging the problem, you can initiate steps to rectify it. Therefore, here is my challenge for you this evening. Pay close attention to your bedtime procedure. Attempt to adjust merely one of these practices and observe its effect on your sleep. Perhaps you will shift your last meal to an earlier time, decrease your thermostat setting, or transition to your left side while sleeping. Even a single, small alteration can yield a substantial difference over time. Thank you for participating today. We would appreciate hearing from you. Leave a remark below and express one concept you acquired today and how you intend to implement it in your daily life. Your opinions hold value to us, so do not hesitate to share them. Reading your comments offers us immense motivation and encouragement. If you relished this video and found it beneficial, please like, subscribe, and share it. Your backing empowers us to perpetuate generating quality content to educate and encourage you. Thank you for viewing, and we anticipate seeing you in the subsequent video.